and welcome to fabulous Las Vegas for this very special edition of The Last Tackle. We've got the famous Betfred Super League trophy, we've got the famous Las Vegas sign, and we've got the famous Hull KR playing the Leeds Rhinos on Saturday night. This is what we've got on tonight's show.
Around 60 metres for the first time in a long time at the weekend. See if we can do it again on this stage, it'd be nice.
The greatest game of the world, power, precision, great dudes, and just good personalities like you guys. It's the best sport in the world.
Being able to represent our code, our sport in an amazing stage like this is unbelievable.
Come Saturday, we put on a show for all the fans that have travelled, but you know, some of the locals as well.
Right, let's kick off this very, very special show with the Hull KR head coach, Willie Peters. Willie, first of all, how good is it to come to Las Vegas as world champions?
Yeah, it's pretty special. Obviously beating the Broncos is not an easy thing to do, and it was a special night. So, look, we know there's a game and a tough game this weekend, so we can't get too carried away with ourselves. And we always say about staying humble and next job mentality. So we're up against Leeds Rhinos, who are pretty similar in terms of what they're going to throw at us with their attack. They're a great attacking side. But it was a great night last week.
You talk about staying humble, but at the end of the day, you come here as treble winners, and now, of course, the Betfred World Club Challenge. That's pretty special.
It is special. There's no doubt about that. Like it's very difficult to do. It's difficult to win one trophy, let alone getting that fourth, and to beat the Broncos, as I said before, it's not an easy thing to do. So we had to work, or the players had to work extremely hard for it. They were committed. They wanted to get a result for not only East Hull, but for the Super League community in the British game. And we're over here representing the British game. So these next 2 weeks, or the 2 weeks that we've just had, is not just about us. It's bigger than us. It's about the British game and making them proud. And I know Matty Peake come out and said it last week how proud he was of of us in terms of what we did, and other coaches have commented, and just people in the game itself and in the Super League. So that's pretty cool to have that support.
Now, how important is Saturday night then to Hull KR?
Very important, because we're on 0 points. So we need to kick off our season 2026. Obviously, winning a World Club Challenge is special and something we'll have for the rest of our lives. But the 2 points have got to be as special for us this week. So look, as long as we put in a similar 60 minutes, we'll put ourselves in the game. That's for sure. So looking forward to it.
But it may be 2 points on Saturday night, but it's got a bit of a cup final feel about it, hasn't it?
Oh, it's a big game. There's no doubt. It's a massive event. So we can. It's only worth 2 points, but it's bigger than that. There's no doubt about that. As I said, we want to do the Super League and the British game proud, and make sure that people look at our product and go, we want to watch that, and that's what it's about. So we need to make sure that we entertain, and Leeds will certainly do that as well. We said that, and we were committed to doing that last week, and I believe we did that. So
definitely,
so that's what we're here to do.
You came here on Sunday. How have preparations been?
Yeah, good. Different preparations to obviously a normal week, but our build-up in terms of training has been similar. Similar team meetings, everything in that aspect has been the same, but you've got a lot of other commitments, which is great, because it's a big event, it's a massive event, so you've got to help get it out to a wider audience, and as I said, hopefully we can do that this weekend by putting an entertaining game of rugby league on.
And how have the lads adapted to being in Vegas?
Yeah, they're going well. A little bit of jet lag at the start, first couple of days, but no, they're in good spirits. The bus rides have been jovial, and they're having fun, which is the main thing.
And what do you think of Las Vegas?
I haven't got out and about too much, but it's a pretty cool place. There's a lot happening. Might have to come back, ask the missus if I can come back on a boys' trip and see how I go. Then I'll let you know how good Vegas is.
So what does this mean to you now then? Challenge Cup finals, the final last week, winning a grand final, now leading out Hull KR at Las Vegas at this brilliant stadium.
Yeah, it's in rugby league you play and coach to be part of these events, and play in big games. That's what the players want to do, and as staff you want to be helping these players prepare for the big games. So we've got an opportunity again to do that. As I said, it's not the same build-up. You shouldn't treat it the same, because we need to get out, as I said, to many people and spread the word about our game, and I believe it's the best game in the world.
Well, on behalf of Betfred, the sponsors, and Fred, thanks for what you did last season, thanks for what you did on Thursday night, and thanks for what you've been doing in the build-up to Las Vegas as well.
Thank you. Thanks for your ongoing support.
Yeah, thanks very much. So, Willie Peters, let's get more from the Hull KR camp and join Lewis.
Joining me now, possibly the hardest man in rugby league, Dean Hadley, fractured eye socket on Thursday, fly out to Vegas at the weekend. How are you feeling, firstly?
No, feeling really good. Obviously, a bit of a whack to the eye, and it's not as bad as it first looked. I've got a small fracture in there, so it's settled really well, and luckily being able to come and join the boys. So no, really looking forward to this week.
Before we talk about this week, let's touch on last week and what's a crazy 10-day period for you guys. And what a battle that was with Brisbane. For an hour, you guys were outstanding and well in control, but they made you work really hard for that.
No, as like you say, it's a big 10 days, but for us, rather than being on a negative, it's more of a positive. To play, like you say, against Brisbane in a World Cup challenge and to come to Vegas, it's amazing. It's a privilege, really. So, we've been really positive and just, we just want to attack it, really. And like we're showing on Thursday, we put in a real good performance, and I felt like we deserved the win. It was a tough game, and they put us under the pump there in the second half, but we came through it, and we got the rewards for it. So. We're looking to build on that, and we're going to need a really strong performance this week as well.
You've ridden the rugby league roller coaster, so to speak. Treble winners last year, world champions on Thursday. Now we're standing here in Vegas ahead of a massive game. Just what has the last 12 months been like for you?
It's been amazing, honestly. It's been the best year. Obviously winning the trophies we did last year. It's hard to describe the feelings, really. It's we spoke about this year about going chasing it again. Really, it's the best days. Obviously the games are amazing, but then the few days after it as well. It's the best. So we want to go and repeat it and chase some feelings again.
So Saturday then, Betfred Super League in Las Vegas. How much are you looking forward to the opportunity of what Saturday brings and playing in that stadium in that atmosphere?
Oh yeah, it's been awesome. We've been here a few days already, and just being able to go out and see all the sights and the different experiences. It's some place, and for to bring rugby league here, it's amazing for the game, and it's great for Super League, and hopefully come Saturday we'll put on a show for all the fans that have travelled, but some of the locals as well.
Hull, obviously a massive rugby league city, picking that up and dropping it into the middle of Vegas. Just how much has the chaos been around you this week?
No, it's been good. Plenty of people. I've got family myself that have come over, so my kids and a wife are over, and I'm sure they're going to have an amazing time. And I know plenty more people that are coming. So what a place to come and watch some rugby league. It's awesome, and like I say, hopefully we'll put on a show on Saturday.
And there's a serious note to Saturday as well. Obviously, 2 massive points. You'll be under some scrutiny. Everyone likes to see how teams go after a massive game like the Brisbane one. Have you spoken about just how you can kind of keep things as normal as possible once you're on the field?
Yeah, before we came, that was sort of the talk, really. This is different. It's not the normal week. You come into 10 hours on a plane. You come into a different place, and even the prep and the training's a little bit different, different fields, etc. So it's just trying to keep, everything else as normal as possible, but enjoying the experience as well. But ultimately, look, it's a business trip, and we're looking to win. We need 2 points. We want 2 points. Our first game we didn't get off to a good start. So Saturday's a massive game, and that's the main focus, really. That's the game come Saturday.
Well, Dean, thank you for joining us. Best of luck on Saturday. We'll take a step inside the Leeds Rhinos camp now and hear from their head coach, Brad Arthur, is with Mark.
Brad, first of all, what do you think of Las Vegas?
Oh, it's exciting. The support here for the game is unreal. You can just see that a lot of people are excited to come. People have earned their hearts, spent their money to get here and support their team. So hopefully both teams put on a real good spectacle for them.
Does that make you feel really proud when you see so many people in Leeds Rhinos shirts? You've just been in a fans event. Yeah. There's thousands of Leeds Rhinos fans out here.
Oh, it's great, and it's great for the game. And we're so grateful that we get this opportunity. And we need to do the game justice and ourselves justice by putting on a real strong performance for those guys, and so they go home from here happy, hoping to support it again next year.
Ultimately, it's 2 points in a Betfred Super League, but it feels more than 2 points, doesn't it? It feels like a cup final.
Yeah, it does, and there's a fair bit of pride on the line too. And like the team that we're playing are a really good side, and we've seen that the other night. And they bring the best out of us. So we're hoping to come with our best performance and see where that puts us. And really good test up against a great outfit.
Look, it's a really good test for you, isn't it? Because where you want to be, you want a more consistency, and you want Leeds to be challenging, don't you?
Yeah, and we showed last year on plenty of occasions that this team's got plenty of potential. We're still yet to prove anything. The guys that we're playing, they've got the proof with the four bits of silverware. So, that's our challenge, is to have that desperation and hunger that those guys possess.
I was on the same flight as you. We arrived late on Monday night here in Vegas. How is everyone? How's everyone adapted?
Yeah, a bit tired yesterday, but we got out today and we were able to blow the cobwebs out a little bit. Now we got them doing a bit of groundwork just to get a good blow into them and get them a bit fatigued. But they've got plenty of time to recover now, ready for tomorrow, and we'll have our main session tomorrow. But it was important that we just got a little bit of work into them today.
And what kind of game do you expect on Saturday night?
Well, hopefully it'll be open and both teams really go at it and try and entertain. But on the flip side, I know both teams pride themselves on their defence and being aggressive with the line speed. So hopefully you get a good balance of both.
And are you lads aware that you're part of a big spectacle as well, aren't you?
Yeah, we are, and we're first game, so we get to open it, and we want to make sure that the crowd that's there get to see a good game to start the day, and hopefully it leads into the rest of the matches.
And then after the match, is that when you'll get to enjoy Las Vegas?
Yeah, we need to. We might never get this opportunity again. We didn't get to come over at the start of the week, so it's just been pretty much business right up until it'll be kick-off. And then once we've had the game, as long as we've done ourselves proud and our fans proud and we've put our best performance in, I want the boys to let their hair down a little bit and enjoy it and make the most of it.
But so far, everyone's enjoying it so far.
Yeah, we're having a great time. It's just probably a lot of different experiences of players that wouldn't usually get these experiences, and that's what the benefit of our game is. It provides so many opportunities to us as individuals, but also our families, mate.
Well, Brad, enjoy it. Good luck Saturday. Enjoy the occasion.
Yeah, we can't wait. Thank you.
Right, Brad Arthur, let's get more from the Leeds camp and rejoin Lewis.
Well, Leeds Rhinos, Ryan Hall alongside me now. Ryan, we've had a chat in a few places. We're in Vegas. You've just come from the fan event. How was that?
It was really good. They're making a big song and dance about it, but rightly so, because we're in the entertainment capital of the world. Why not get a massive buzz around it and really sell it to everyone?
Did you specifically request that it was Leeds versus Hull KR this year, the Ryan Hall derby?
I didn't request that, but it's really lucky it's fell that way. I'm quite liked on both sides of the coin, so a lot of KR fans in that event there really coming up and wishing me well. Only me. They pointed out they were only wishing me well out of our team, but that's really nice. That's rugby league, though, isn't it? It's what a community-driven sport. It's really good to be a part of something like that.
You've done everything in your career. How good is it the rugby league keeps throwing up these new experiences for us all? Yeah,
I've done most things, and this is one that I've not done. So roll on Saturday. I can't wait for it. It's doing my job on the biggest stage, doing something I love. On a stage like that, it's couldn't ask for anything better.
How difficult is it for you guys to keep a lid on it when there's 12,000 Yorkshiremen in here who are certainly not keeping the lid on it?
Do you know what? You're asking me, who's done it for quite a long time. The answer to that is quite easy. We're here to do a job. We didn't even have to address the fact that we're in Vegas and we've got a job to do first, and then we can have a good time after the game. Don't get me wrong, but we didn't have to. We've not had to sit down as a team and say, look, no drinking, none of that, type of thing. Before we came out, we've just all bought in. We're all professional players at the end of the day, and we've got a game on Saturday which we really want to win. So we're doing everything we can to try and win that game, and we can have a good time after the game. Don't get me wrong, but it's focus up until that point.
Big pitch, fast track, perfect conditions under a roof. If it opens right up, you could find yourself very busy on Saturday.
I could do it. I ran 60 metres for the first time in a long time at the weekend. See if we can do it again on this stage. It'd be nice.
Where will this experience rank for you in terms of career?
Yeah, like I say, I've done some good things in my time. I don't know where it's hard to rank them 1 and 2s and 3s, but it's certainly up there. It's like what an event. There's no silverware on up for grabs this weekend. But it's a memory, it's an event that I'll remember forever.
It would be big 2 points in the context of 3 weeks into a season where I know you've got a lot of ambition.
Yeah, obviously KR are where they are now, what they did last weekend against Brisbane, and they currently hold 4 trophies, which is incredible for them. So, like I say, it's a big 2 points in the grand scheme of things, and where we think we can be at the end of the year, it's a big 2 points.
Thank you for joining us, Ryan. We continue our build-up to Super League Las Vegas on Saturday night.
Yeah, thanks very much, Lewis. Well, we heard from Willie Peters and Brad Arthur earlier, who both said it's more than just a game of rugby league on Saturday night. It's a chance to showcase the Betfred Super League. And I'm delighted to be joined by the Managing Director of RL Commercial, Rodri Jones. You'd obviously agree with what Willie Peters and Brad Arthur have been saying.
Absolutely, 100%. It's definitely more than Saturday, Mark. As we're here today on the Wednesday of the build-up to Saturday, thousands of fans here at the media launch. It's only going to get bigger across the week. I think there'll be around 15,000 English fans here, over the week, which is phenomenal. Phenomenal commitment from the fans, the 2 clubs who've put everything into making this week a success. And it comes off the back of a really good start to the Betfred Super League in 2026. In week 1, York, new team, beat the world champions. Last week at Hull was an unbelievable night for the Betfred World Club Challenge, and here we are in Sin City, ready for version 3 of Las Vegas, but version 2 for Super League, and I'm pretty confident it'll be better than last year.
Now, you mentioned the 15,000 fans. I've been talking to fans from Castleford. I've been talking to fans from Leigh as well. How brilliant is it that 15,000 from England have come out here?
Yeah, it's phenomenal. Like I say, it's a huge commitment. It's a huge commitment, and I think what's great about the sport is that it's not just the Leeds and Hull KR fans that can be here. The fact that you've seen people in different shirts, there'll be a lot more over the week, but that says everything about the opportunity for people to come and watch the game they love in a neutral territory, in a new stadium, without any allegiances to the 2 teams that are playing. But the sport is very welcoming, and they'll have a great time on Saturday.
Can I just say thanks to you and your team. You do a brilliant job looking after Betfred here in Vegas.
Yeah, well, it's reciprocated. We can't thank you enough for your support. Year 10 of our relationship, you and I have both been there since day one, and it's been excellent, and long may it continue.
Right, thanks, Rodri. So I mentioned 15,000 fans out here, and I caught up with a few of them earlier today. How good is Las Vegas?
Oh, it's fantastic. We've only been here, we got here last night after a lot of delays. Was wandering the streets at 2 o'clock even there, we just couldn't sleep, and now we've come out 7, 8 o'clock this morning. Brilliant rugby league fans everywhere.
Right, shouldn't you be at Wigan tomorrow night and not in Las Vegas?
Yeah, we thought we'd watch it in a swimming pool in Vegas instead, rather than, at the Pie Dome.
Yeah.
So,
We'll watch them win anywhere.
I think coming to Vegas is great for the game and the product that we are rugby league. I think, it's got a great story to tell, and we're telling that story, and we're growing year on year, and it's just good being part of the occasion to celebrate the game, the great game that we are.
I love NRL and I love Super League, but I love Super League the most. And I was so happy that they won to see the quadruples against Leeds Rhinos. I'm excited just for the game.
to walk down the strip and to see rugby league hits and tries being on the big screens on the sides of this place. Wow.
I'm from the northwest, but we actually live in Prague in the Czech Republic. My husband's from Texas. So we've had family fly in from San Antonio, Texas, and we've come all the way from Prague to watch them win on Saturday. Oh, my brother's coming from LA, he lives in LA.
It's class so far, I'm really enjoying it, just completely different. Absolutely phenomenal,
Being able to represent our code, our sport in an amazing stage like this is unbelievable. We feel really privileged.
The greatest game of the world, power, precision, great dudes, and just good personalities like you guys. It's the best sport in the world.
God bless you, sir.
Thank you.
Yeah, great to see so many fans here in Las Vegas. Well, what a few days it's been for rugby league. Hull KR won the Betfred World Club Challenge last week, but this Saturday night, it's all about the Betfred Super League. Hull KR would love to win, but Leeds would love to get their hands back on the trophy. It feels more than 2 points here on Saturday night in Las Vegas. Enjoy fabulous rugby league.